Hello everyone and welcome to Beck's Bench. I'm Samford President Beck Taylor. It's a safe bet that if you're on social media, you've seen a clip of John Crist comedy and watched it again and again and again. His videos have more than 1 billion views worldwide. He has more than 7 million social media fans. And importantly to us, he's a Samford Bulldog, class of 2006. And you guessed it, he's back on campus and here with me today for this episode of Beck's Bench. Well, John, thank you for joining us on Beck's Bench. It's good to have you back on campus.
Honored to be here. I haven't been here, let's see, on this quad. I've been to campus for a couple of basketball games, some football games, and from fraternity stuff, but I don't think I've been on this quad since 2006.
Well, you need to make it back more often.
Yeah.
On a fall day like today, Ben Brown is hopping.
Yeah, this is the place to be.
Yeah.
Why would you want to go downtown? This is the spot right
Well, I
here.
always like to ask alumni who are coming back to campus, what's changed? What do you notice that's changed? And what's the same?
I see you guys have stuck with the brick.
Yes.
I think that's the thing. I think if things were these used to be the business school.
It was, yep. It's DBH used to be the
still
business
the library?
school. That is now
They
the
didn't move
library.
the
Still the
books.
library, yep.
Yeah, this was well.
Did you ever go to the library? When you...
That's a disrespectful. Sorry. No, that's why I was a journalism major. Because I knew if you told me I had to write a 10-page paper in an hour and a half, I could do it.
Yeah.
On any topic. But I knew I couldn't look at a book and take a test on that chapter.
Yeah.
That's my brain.
You play to your strengths.
My brain does not work like that. And I got engineering, business. I'm not gonna make.
Yeah, you got to play to your
Not gonna
strengths.
make it. Yeah.
So we don't have a stand-up comic major yet.
Probably good.
But tell us a little bit about your experience. What's your Samford story? How did you get here? Why did you come? What did you study?
Oh man.
And how did Samford prepare you for what you're doing now?
Well, it's funny. So I came in 2002. I first heard about Samford, and when the basketball team made the NCAA tournament in 2000.
Yes.
That's when it kind of was on the map for me. So I applied.
You said I want to go to a basketball school.
Let's go.
Samford.
Yeah, dude, send me to a mid-major. That's what I said. I think I came, and then I studied journalism all 4 years, and I actually at the end of I worked at CBS 42. I was an intern.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this. And I was doing is there still a Stanford, they do the news show?
Yeah.
That's still there?
Samford News
No,
Network. Yes.
Sanford News, that's what it was. I was the sports reporter.
Okay.
And so I would always, my brain didn't work like that either. I was trying to figure out a way that my brain did work.
Okay.
And I go, can you just give me, I'll never forget, it was Dr. Clemenson. He said, I go, can you just give me I couldn't read off the teleprompter because my brain, he goes, I said, can I just get the bullet points and then I'll kind of riff.
You'll riff it. Uh-huh.
And John Mark Green, I don't know if he's still over there. He said, I was on the go and do the news one day. I go, I'm so frustrated. I have to read the teleprompter. And this was in 2005 in a news truck and an internship for Samford. He said, you should try stand-up comedy.
Okay.
It's the first time I ever got that idea in my head.
Yeah.
And from that day, this dates me a little bit, but there wasn't you didn't have a notes app.
Yeah, right.
The phone wasn't.
So did you have a little spiral notebook in your pocket?
Every time I thought of something funny, from that day, I wrote it down.
Yeah.
And it took me to overcome the fear to eventually go on stage for the first time was 2009. It took me 4 years.
4 years.
Graduation to finally do it.
Have you always been funny? Have you always been
Well, I didn't do anything on a stage until here.
Yeah.
And that's what's unique about the college experience. There was I don't even know if you do this anymore. It might be against the rules, but there was a pledge. Again, it was called a pledge auction, where we would auction off the pledges to do yard work or clean somebody's apartment they still do that. So I was the MC.
Gotcha.
So I would kind of introduce everybody, and I was funny, and I liked to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was things like that through opportunities at Samford that I wasn't being funny for money, but I was kind of going down that road.
Yeah.
Where it's not in a classroom. A lot of the stuff that you're going to take away from here is not in the classroom. That'll help.
So I looked up your stats. Beck's Bench is getting popular. We're gaining viewers. But your videos have had more than 1 billion views. You're selling out on
This
the
one might put you in
national.
the algorithm. This will put you in the algorithm. Yeah.
Yeah, John Crist will boost us up over 1 billion viewers. You're selling out venues
Yep.
on a national tour. Alabama Theater, right here.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? I mean, you look at that and you think, wow.
Man. It's wild to think that we just did the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon over the summer.
Okay.
And it was just it's a wild. I mean, and there's an open mic at the comedy club, and that's just people starting comedy. I want to be like, it's gonna take everything, like if they told me I had to start over,
You wouldn't do it.
I don't know if I could. I mean, but I didn't. It's like, so I don't know, somebody that's very, very passionate about something. Like, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. The person that came up with the mixture for this concrete or these bricks is obsessed with it.
Yeah.
He's not like, when do I clock in? When do I clock? The person who made this camera, the person that did the landscaping here, there weren't like, does that make sense? Everybody has a different kind of thing.
Yep.
And it just like, I don't think I could have done anything else. And it was a credit to Samford that it hit the educational system. I feel like here there's enough with the liberal arts you could find a spot. Would that be fair to say? You would obviously say that as the president.
Yeah.
We can find a spot for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a liberal arts education helps students find their gifts and their talents. And
Yeah, because no one knows what they're doing at high school. Nobody. I always say this about Samford. I would always see a lot of people transferring in. There was not a lot of people leave.
Yeah,
there are
that's
people
so true.
coming from other experiences.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, this is the place for you.
So, you're obviously very clear about your faith,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're a comic. Would you push back on the label Christian comic, or how do you combine
Well-
those? How do you describe those two identities?
I'd like to say, if I said I was a Christian comic, you're gonna have to look at my convo record. You'd be like, some of these do not. I might have had some pledges in the fraternity going in with my car,
All right,
so
all right.
I got to say that before the Lord while I'm back on this campus. But no, I think every comic that's prolific talked about what they knew about, what they're great. And if you're asking me to make a joke about the real estate in Boston, it's not. There's going to be a better comic for that, right? If you're going to ask me about smoking weed or something, like, there's going to be a better comic that is more knowledgeable of that. So I grew up, my dad was a preacher. I was homeschooled. I came here, obviously. I worked at Chick-fil-A. Like, that's what I know
pedigree.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know. And if someone started today to learn them, they would never catch up to what I know. So you're like,
Yeah, because you're diving into those pools of experience.
yeah. And when I can be at my best, it is a critique of these cultures that we live in, whether it's the South, sometimes it's NASCAR, sometimes it's Cracker Barrel, sometimes it's the SEC, sometimes it's Christianity. That I'm the only one that can make that joke. Because a lot of times you're like, I make it, if it's done correctly, made from the inside.
Yeah.
Like, if I made a joke making fun of this place, if it was done correctly, they'd be like, no, that guy loves this place. And everybody that, by the way, goes here would be like, this is
You have
funny.
to be in with family to make.
Yeah. First, if somebody comes on campus that's never been here and makes fun of everything, we would be angry at them.
That's right. You and I met for the very first time out in Salt Lake City when our men's basketball team made the NCAA run a couple of years ago. You're a big sports fan.
Huge.
You come to a lot of athletic events.
Yep.
Say a little bit more about your passion for the Bulldogs.
Well, somebody said I had a reputation of just showing up here. I go, was I supposed to check in with somebody?
I don't know. Yeah, you're always welcome.
I go, who am I supposed to say?
I mean, a text might be nice, but yeah.
I always say, I'll text. I'll text you. Okay. I'm on the way to the game. We'll just share locations.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be so. If I'm coming near Birmingham, we go, he's coming to the game.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I played tennis
Okay.
at Samford.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're a student athlete through and through. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, people don't recognize me so much for my athletic build, I would say, more for my comedy these days. But I like to tell them I was D1. I was a D1 athlete. People are very surprised by that, which is a little offensive, I feel like. But I came into I walked onto the team. which is again another way that the university was like, we'll find a spot for you. I knew
Nice.
I applied to Auburn, and that just seemed like I couldn't have played tennis there. And then I was like, what? They gave me a shot. They were like, well, you can. Kemper Baker was the tennis coach at the time. And I remember getting on, I'll never forget this. We were practicing. It was probably in late August or something. And he goes, Crist. We're all, it's 10 of us. The courts are actually in a new spot too.
They are. Yeah,
Crazy.
I gotta come back more often. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. You're like, a lot's changed, brother. And he goes, Crist. And I walk down and he goes, we want to get you into the office and sign to be a part of the team. And nobody had given, I mean, it was very, very informal. And they gave me like a whole bag full of like Samford gear with my name on it and shoot, man.
You were all out.
Oh, dude, I was on top. And then I asked the Kyo out to a date night. She said no, so that ruined the night for me. But no, it's just joke. It is, yeah. I'm very proud of the athletics, and I think anytime, I mean, everybody has the same experience with their university. That they go, my now fiance is an Arkansas fan, and I go, well, I can come to games, but it's not gonna mean what it's gonna mean if we went out to that tournament.
That's
and
right.
It's like, what do you mean? Are you going to the game? Yeah,
Of course we are.
I think I might have canceled a show to go. I don't remember. But it's I think you guys we do right. I would hope we do right to our alumni, that it is a place that they're proud of, that they say they went there. Yeah.
Well, you're proud of us, and we're proud of you.
Well.
And Julie and I got to attend a show of yours at the Alabama Theater a few nights ago. It was absolutely hilarious. We're glad that you're back on campus.
Honored to be here.
And thanks for appearing on Beck's Bench.
Honored to be here. I'll come back anytime.
All right, God bless you. Go Bulldogs.
Let's go.
Well, John is currently on tour. He's performing coast to coast now through the summer of 2026. He's a busy guy, and I encourage you to catch one of his shows. He's truly one of the best in the country at making people laugh. One more thing, I wanted to give a big shout out today and say thank you to the Samford class of 2025. This is literally Beck's Bench. It was a gift that they gave to me and to this campus last year when they graduated. It's now installed here on Ben Brown Plaza, and it's open for all to use. Well, that's it for this episode of Beck's Bench. Until next time, I'm Beck Taylor. God bless you. God bless Samford. And the bells say, go Bulldogs.